Welcome back. Chapter 4, Solving the Calorie Mystery. So what is a calorie? Calorie is a unit of energy. Calories in food and drinks give us the energy that our body needs to maintain life. So it's not a bad thing. It's just that calories are different from one another. You can have the same calorie but have different nutrients that is provided by that calorie. So let's talk a little bit about calories. The issues that we struggle with is trying to determine what calorie will fill our bodies. And our calorie needs are different and depends on several factors, such as age, sex, physical activity and lifestyle, our metabolism, our weight, our height, our body shape, and our overall health. I recall my younger sister and I just couldn't understand how our calories were so different in our metabolism. She would eat a horse and I would barely eat any, and I'll gain more weight than her. It's just because we have different genetic disposition. And so we need to love ourselves just as we are, and with the science that we know behind calories and how it adds up, use that to our advantage. So when we're estimating the calorie needs for an adult male, it ranges from 2,200 to 3,000 kilocalories, and for an adult woman from 1,600 to 24 kilocalories. So let's talk about this further. What do we mean by calories are not made equal? For instance, you could have a burger that will be close to 1,200 calories because of the cheese and just everything in there, the protein, the bread. And you could have the same thing and it would feel like a ton of veggies and fruit, so much surplus. It's like, oh my gosh, you can't even finish this in one sitting. Meanwhile, your burger, you finish that all in one sitting. The problem is the high-calorie foods have little minerals, vitamins, amino acids, antioxidants, fiber, and protein. And as high in calories as they are actually empty calories. And the other, which is the fruits and the veggies, they might not have all that calorie. You need a whole lot. They have all the nutrients that your body needs to help you stay healthy, build muscle, and have all the satiety. You're full. You're not having to eat over and over, because with the empty calories, you're just never full. You might feel some energy boost, but then you're hungry again. That's wasted potential, wasted calories. So watch out for the empties. What are some of those biggest sources of empty calories? The things that we like the most. We have to train our brains. Stay away from the sugary baked goods. And if you are eating it, again, the 80-20 rule. 20 is when you eat it, the 80 is when you're having your nourishing foods. So pastries, cakes, cookies, donuts. What's about those non-lean processed meats like ribs, bacon, hot dogs, sausages? What about cheese? What's about chips and fries? What's about those fruit drinks, sports drinks, energy drinks, soda, and alcohol? Did I hear you growl? My husband is not going to like me for this. So let's pay attention. It could be confusing that when 100 calories look like 300 grams of broccoli and 3.5 squares of milk chocolate. I know, 300 grams of broccoli and 3.5 squares of milk chocolate. Yep, gotta pay attention. So let's do a quick recap. Empty calories is high-calorie foods that contain no significant nutrients. Is it worth it? We should ask ourselves. Foods that have 0 calories. Certainly, that is what empty calories are all about. So when you're picking your next meal, your healthy breakfast, and you want to avoid empty calories, tell me, which one are you going to pick? Are you going to pick the orange juice, the hard-boiled egg? You're going to pick oatmeal and fruit, a cereal bar, or a buttered toast? I'll give you a minute to respond. Well, if you actually said, and I actually didn't include this in the list, but it's actually there, the avocado sandwich, that is a lot of nutrients in there, right? Eggs are a great source of nutrients, but it's just protein. So you want your whole grains, which you get in your bread. All right, so let's keep it moving. So, how do you eat your calories that will keep you full? It's all in the fiber. It's all in the fruits and veggies because it has fiber. Your fiber can only be seen in plant source foods. It's not in animal product. No fiber in animal product. Just repeat after me. No fiber in animal product. So when you eat animal product, yes, it has protein and it can keep you full. But what will keep you full longer is pairing that protein, preferably plant-based protein. And if you have to eat animal, that's fine. Just be careful of the lean protein animal because animal has a lot of fat, saturated fat. So you want to eat in portion control, but you want to pay attention to having foods that will keep you full, which is your fruits and veggies. And that's why we talk about having half of your plate veggies all the time, all the time. Keep in mind that this, according to the CDC, the calorie deficit should not exceed 7,000 calories per week. So that's 500 kilocalories a day. So multiply that. That would pretty much give you a total of 7,000 calories. So when we say that we want to lose weight, you want to be at a calorie deficit, but nothing exceeding 500 a day. All right, because if you go past that, then your body's going to get into the starvation mode and it's going to go like, oh my gosh, I'm starving. I have to save this calories. All right. So when we say fewer calories, though, just be careful. Fewer calories does not equal less food. You just want to eat foods that are more volume, right? It will be less calorie, but more volume because it has its fruits and veggies. It does not mean that your fewer calories should not have any flavor because who wants that? And then fewer calories does not mean you have to be unsatisfied. We certainly want you to be full. So don't start thinking any negative thoughts here, all right? So what are some of those strategies that we can help cut out the calories, especially if you're eating a ton of processed foods, empty calories? First and foremost, eat more nourishing foods, eat more. All right, more fruits and veggies, lots of fiber, lots of water. If it's somebody that starts out saying, oh, I can't eat all that fruits and veggies, there are ways around it. You can have it in a smoothie, right? A serving of spinach or kale, adding your fruits. So you have your base, which is your veggie, and then your fruits. I usually say limited to 1 to 2 fruits, and then have your protein. There are tons of things that you can make your smoothie a meal. Now, some people don't like to drink all their meals. So how about half and half? Make half and then eat a meal and then drink the remaining half in the afternoon. That's an idea. Eyeball your meals. I know not many people, I'm included, I don't like logging all my foods, but if you do not track it, you cannot measure it, right? You only manage what you measure. So for the beginning, if you just want to track what you're eating, like I'm actually trying to track how much protein I eat because I don't feel like I'm eating enough. I tend to do more veggies and I do more carbs, but I want to actually improve and maximize my muscle potential. Because the more muscle I have, the more fat I burn, and I'm trying to cut back my percentage body fat at the moment. So eyeball your food. Is it half of your plate? Is for protein? Is your fruits and veggies half of your plate and your protein 1/4? So eyeball it. Write it down if you have to, just for the short time, so you have a mind. You're kind of conscious about it. And then another thing is you want to add a crunch to your meal. So that could be, the texture. Think about your texture. You want to drink more water. Water keeps you full, and you want to spray instead of pouring. Okay, so trust your just trust your mind of moderation. If you use a smaller plate, it will definitely keep you, accountable at how much you're eating. All right, so practice time. The question here is, which of the following is the most high-calorie snack out of the 3? 1 is a cup of raisins, 2 is air popcorn, and 3 is a cup of cashew. Certainly a cup of cashew is high-calorie because, again, When it comes to fat, there's more calorie than carbohydrates and protein. So that's why you have to eat that in a handful. Now, which of the following will be your go-to salad low-calorie dressing? Olive oil, sesame oil, or avocado oil? Certainly, it's going to be avocado. It's rich oil. And then the last question is, which will help you cut down calories more? The amount of calories is roughly the same. The coleslaw is 4 times more calories than your garden salad per gram, or your coleslaw has 2 times more calories than your garden salad per gram. So what's the answer? Give you a minute. All right, so any side dishes, any dressing they give you, tell them to put it on the side so you can just dip your fork into it. But definitely your coleslaw has 2 times more calories than your garden salad per gram. All right, so to stay full, remember the 20 minutes rule. Don't rush your food. Chew, chew, chew. Put your fork down. Some people drink water before their meals. They usually say don't drink your water as you're eating because sometimes they say dilutes, but I don't know. Ultimately, just chew your food and wait. Don't rush. Oh my God, I used to rush my food. I would sit down with people and I would be done. But I've learned to chew my food so that I don't have GI issues. It's definitely helped my gut. I don't have indigestion anymore. And more so, it takes 20 minutes before those hunger hormones wake up and say, oh, I'm full. But until it kicks in, you're just eating and eating. And then when you now realize you're full, you'll stop. So please wait 20 minutes. Again, like I said, water first, your protein, your fiber. All right. Make sure you add volume to your fruits, which are your water, your high water fruits, your berries, mushrooms. Don't rush. Use a smaller plate. All those things matter. So practice makes smarter choices. So the more you do it, you're going to get better at it. All right. And the key thing is plan ahead. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. And we don't want to fail, right? We want to live at our finest. Health, well-being, all of that good stuff by being whole, vibrant, and healthy. So plan your meals ahead. Stock up with healthy things, healthy options. Keep the unhealthy things out of the house, and make sure that you give yourself grace. Right, whenever there's a setback, just know that there's an opportunity for learning, and then you know how to avoid them. All right, so one quick question. Your friend invites you to a birthday party this weekend. You know it's a party with tons of empty calories. What is the smart choice in this situation? 1, avoid the temptation and not go at all. 2, account for the party in your daily calorie plans so that you can try a bit of the cake and snack offered there. Or 3, come with your own meal and nibble on some fruits and veggies you find at the party. So what would you do? Well, I personally, I would give allowance for that, but I would make sure that sometimes you can bring your own, or you can eat before you leave the house so you're full, or if you're not sure there's going to be healthy options. I know some people will call ahead to know what is there so they're not tempted, but really if you're full, if you really are full, you're not going to be tempted to eat the things that are not healthy. But even if you go hungry and they have healthy options, start with the healthy options so that you're not going to splurge on the unhealthy options. That's what I will say you would do. Well, I hope that this has been helpful. Again, it's all about solving that calorie mystery. You can do it. I believe in you. Take care. God bless.